can assist with getting all that stuff.
The legal parent or recipient of that student that's under 16.
So that's when you can have a defects referral. That defects referral automatically, any child that's under the age of 17, actually, a defects referral will be made. The school can sign off on stuff like when it comes to field trips, FAFSA, anything like that. The school can complete all those documents for the child. When it comes to medical stuff, that's something that the person that the child's staying with, but you also still, though, that medical realm is a whole totally different thing. But I know the unaccompanied youth, I mean, because I think everybody automatically, like I said, anytime you come into any kind of question with unaccompanied youth, the only time that, for me, that really becomes a challenging situation, and challenging meaning we like to think of the safety of the child, if it's just somebody this, like, we don't know, this person saying the mom left him and we don't know. That's the only time it becomes concerning for me, in the sense that we need to immediately make a defects referral. If it's, this child is staying with the aunt, we know it's staying with the aunt, but aunt doesn't have custody, mom is whatever, then unaccompanied youth, and we go through that process. But the only time it's like we don't know who this person is, make a defects referral. And even with staying with the aunt, and like the child was kicked out and I moved with the sister or aunt or stuff, and they're under the age of 17, make a defects referral. And with those kids with 17, we do have resources and support that can help children that have been kicked out of the home. What's the next slide? This is the other piece for environment, coding homeless. You want to make sure all three of these are marked in Infinite Campus, because this is, again, goes back to our data and how we get our money. That's the next slide. Key points. Students remain coded as homeless throughout the school year. So throughout the school year, a student enrolled in your school in August and they were homeless, and then in February they found permanent housing, they can stay at your school no matter where that permanent housing is. They can stay at your school. Next school year they'll have to go to the zone school, but they'll remain coded as homeless throughout the school year. Even like a found permanent house, do not change any kind of codes. So if homeless family becomes homeless during the school year, we need to make sure they're updated in Infinite Campus. So if somebody comes to you today and says, I was evicted yesterday, I don't know where to go, don't send them to me talking about she can help you find housing, because I cannot. Yeah, but I have people calling like, I heard you could help with finding housing. No, I can't. But make sure they're coded in Infinite Campus. They find permanent housing, they'll remain coded. And if they need resources, 211, because that's the thing I'm telling you. Like I said, I have information for Metro, the City of Atlanta shelters, which I can call. They'll give me the same thing if you call. Only time I really push it, like I said, that one time that I was like, it was our responsibility, the reason why this person was displaced again.
The parent liaison should have access to the critical guides for United Way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that also would help you.
Yes. And so, but I always refer people 211 because it helps you, it takes them to other areas. Now, when it comes to domestic violence, I will I'll get my point of contact at the PADV to communicate with them, because PADV also has their different contacts that can immediately get people placed when it comes to domestic violence. That's when I'll reach out to PA. But when it comes to like regular housing, and then when people call, can you help with rental assistance? No. Well, what is it that you do? You the homeless liaison. They told me to call you from the school. Like, can't help with utilities or anything like that. You need some assistance getting enrolled, we can help you. But 211 is the most important resource. Next, go to the next slide. Foster care, like I said, foster care youth are seen as different. They can continue at their school of origin, and we'll provide bus transportation. So we have a foster care liaison, which is me. So I am the homeless liaison and the foster care liaison. Yes. So anytime a student comes into school, like with the defects caseworker, and this is something we're still working out, defects is really slow on how we really handle this process, but anytime a student comes into school with the defects caseworker, and they're saying that this student is now in foster care, that student does not have to go to the place of where the foster placement is. They can remain at their school of origin. We'll then provide bus transportation, and DFACS is going to pay for that. I know right now, the way the law is stated, it's just stated that we provide bus transportation to school of origin. when they were coded as homeless, they're getting some of the same services as our homeless students, so that's not the same, but we're still trying to provide some of those same services for them. Move on to the next. And so, like I said, when I stress, could someone help me with these, I'm late for class, you're just looking at all of this. You know, when people are coming in homeless, you got so many things. It's a traumatic experience, getting put out, and then you're thinking for younger people that have experienced moving from place to place, you also probably some kind of violence in the home or violence in the community, just all this is a traumatic experience. So kids are going to come to school and act out. Parents who have probably ran into different issues coming into the school, you know, like I hear they made me yell across the office, or no, this person yelled across the office, she's homeless and she needs school supplies. There's other people in the office, she was embarrassed. And so she's, you know, you've had that to where she's like, I now don't want to come back to the school. So when the school's trying to call, she's like, I'm not really responding. They're like, I don't understand how you're going to get in touch with her, because the experiences she's had at the school has been horrible. So just imagine all of that stuff, you know, just place to place. I mean, I have people, they're living in their cars, and all they have are the bags. And they're coming into school and like, I just want to be treated as a regular student. But then the person's like, I need this, I need that, and, you know, you need this. And they're trying to be real discreet and trying to say, you know, well, right now I don't really have, you know, a real great place to stay, but I still need an address. And they're trying to be real discreet with you. That right there just makes it even more challenging. And so the parent just walks away. They call me, you're like, well, they came here and they didn't say they were homeless. Now they want to claim homeless. Well, the experience that they had, but just, and so it's all this stuff. And, you know, like I said, the trauma that they're experiencing, just moving from place to place. These kids are going to come to school acting out. So then we add transportation to and from school and add that long commute, probably not getting the food at home. They're going to come to school and act out. So that's one reason why we cannot look at behavior as an issue for homeless students and get them out.
When you said transportation, is there a certain limitation? Because I think I do have one student and he's like real far.
What's real far?
Not Athens, but I know it's like South Florida.
No, I mean, if it's Athens, no. That's like an hour. No, that would be absolutely not transportation. Now, transportation, we can work with Fayette County, which I coordinate transportation with Fayette County, Fulton, Cobb County, City of Marietta, DeKalb. Now, when we get beyond like Lithonia, I'm like, that's a challenge. And when we get to where we're having to cross multiple county lines, because then we're talking about this bus has to meet this bus, then this bus has to meet this bus, it's challenging. And then we're thinking age. If it's an elementary school, I'm most likely going to talk to the parent like, this is not in the best interest, and let's think about something else. Unless that parent's like, I'm only going to be here 3 weeks. If it's something that the parent is saying, you know, if it's like I said, if it's a 12th grader, like I have one 12th grade student that's living in Fayette County, bottom of Fayette County, that me and mom sound phone's like, now bus is going to take a long time. So let's figure this out. If you can get to the nearest MARTA station, I'm going to make sure your kids have MARTA all the time. Just, you know, and so let's work something out. Because your child is in 12th grade. Now, if her child was in 2nd grade, that's and you plan on being out here for the remainder of the school year, you should go to the zone school. Look, here's some resources. Some of the things, like just anytime you have any kind of question, NACE has a lot of stuff. Center for Homeless Education, they have a lot of information on there. So sometimes when social workers are calling me, I'm like, some of the questions that they're getting from the schools, I'll just copy and paste some stuff from and so here you can share this. I also send out newsletters to the social workers that I always say share, and in the newsletters I'm always doing updates about, just did you know about McKinney-Vento? Did you know this? Or just here's some different things that change, just so we can stay abreast of what's going on. And then the last side is my information. You have all of that there, so if you have any questions, you can always give me a call. I would say I'm usually at my desk. I'm not, but you can email me, which will always, because the email goes to phone, I can check if I have service, whatever, but email, because I can always get that, you know, that call when you leave a message, it doesn't transcribe to phone sometimes, or email well, but, so I'll be back, what time?
At 2.
I'll be back at 2 to answer any kind of questions you guys may have.
You send us a PowerPoint?
Yeah, I can send
Yeah,
that.
we'll make sure that you get it.
Yeah.
We'll send it to you. We're actually going to try to work out.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so everybody, thank you all. Thank you all. I know that it is lunchtime, so it is 12:55 now. I mean 11:55 now, and we will see everybody back at